Hello and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be ranking all of the songs from Coldplay's Parachutes. And yeah, I'm just going to be ranking all of them besides the bonus tracks, because I have not listened to those yet. But I've listened to all the main album tracks, so that's what I'm going to be ranking. Don't Panic is a really good start to the album. And if you haven't listened to this album, if you haven't listened to most of the songs, I would suggest you do, because it's full of a lot of acoustic guitar, but it's really, really good acoustic guitar, and it's really, really calming and really sweet. It's really good. Don't Panic is an A tier. It's really good. It's a really strong start to the album. The only reason why it's not higher is because it's a pretty short song, and yeah, I really like the calm piano melody in the middle of the song. That's actually my favorite part of the song. It's a great melody. It has really good guitars as well. It's a really good song in general. Next is Shiver. It's going in S tier. This is just a really good song in general. Every part here works in the symphony. It works amazing together. Everything works like amazingly together. I would not remove a single part from this song. It is just a very good song. And keep in mind, when I rank these songs, I don't really focus a whole lot on what they really mean. And when I actually get used to the songs and listen to them over and over and over again so many times, then I start to pay attention to the lyrics. But most of the time when I listen to like an album 3 times in a row, after that, that's when I start listening to the lyrics. But I've listened to I've listened to this album about 3 times besides the last song. But next, anyways, is Spies. And Spies is good, but I actually don't think it's as good as Don't Panic. I think it's a B tier. It's a good song, but... And I like the little, like, wobbly synth in the background. That's a really good part. But it's just, like, super calm. I feel like most of the song... Actually, I'll put it at low A tier. It's because it does have some high points, and it is pretty... It has a very catchy melody at some points as well. It's pretty catchy. Sparks, I will say, goes in B tier, though. Because it's a mostly calm song that doesn't have, like, that kind of spice that brings spice... that brings spice. Oh my god, I said the same thing twice in a row. That brings Spies to life. I kept getting Spies and Spice mixed up. Bonus track, I have not listened to the bonus track, so I will just add a row below saying did not listen and just put that there. So there that goes. Yellow, it's my favorite song on the album. I'm sorry, it's a basic bitch take. Okay, maybe it's not. But it's a pretty basic take to have Yellow as the favorite song on the album. But it's a really good song. It's a classic song. I have such a really big amount of nostalgia for this song. And even if I'm removing that nostalgia part from me, it's still a really good song. Like, it's easily one of Coldplay's best songs. Not easily, but it's one of Coldplay's best songs. And it's just a really good song. A lot of people probably would say Trouble is in like the lower end, probably like around A tier. I think it's actually the second best track on this album. I didn't really like it the first time I listened to it. I thought it was boring. I just didn't think it was good at all. But then when I listened to it over and over and over again, I realized it is super catchy. The vocals are insane on this song. The vocals are really, really good. That like calm piano melody at the end is really, really good as well. Every part of this song is really good. And this is like one of the only songs where I actually like pay attention to the lyrics, and like the trouble is like you're getting caught into a spider web that is just representing your trouble. You know, you're just stuck in it and you can't really get out, and that's just a metaphor for trouble. So I really, really like that. Parachutes, I listened to it a little bit. It's basically just like an interlude between Yellow and Trouble, but or not Yellow and Trouble. It's between, I think, Trouble and High Speed. It's between one of those two tracks. I'm sorry, I don't really remember a whole lot because I didn't listen to the song a whole lot. But it's basically just a really calm guitar track, and I listened to it throughout the entire way like 2 times. But it's a decent track, I would say. It's like a B tier. It's below Sparks, but it's a good track still. I have the playlist pulled up here. Let's see if it shows up. Yeah, it's between High Speed. That's what I thought. Okay. But next is High Speed itself, and it's better than Sparks, but it's a little bit boring. I do like that kind of weird, sort of, kind of experimental guitar in the background, like at the end of the song, and that just repeats throughout the chorus. I like that part. But besides that, and just the overall just vocals on this track, they're just okay. It's not like the best thing in the world, I think. It's a good song, but that's about it. We Never Change is a song that has grown on me a little bit, and I will honestly put it over. It's very close to Spies. It has grown on me because I used to like put it down here with Sparks. It's going a little bit like here. It's going a little bit below Spies, but I still think it's a really good calm track, and it's really good. Everything's Not Lost is also pretty good. It's probably going a little bit above Spies. I listened to it recently about 2 times, and it's still a really good song. Like, what I say? This is really tough because Don't Panic is an amazing opener, but it's such a short track. I'm going with my gut feeling. I'm putting it here. It's a really good track, but I don't think it has like that same energy that Don't Panic does, which I get because it's the ending of the album, of course. But you know, I think it's a really good calm track. It's like We Never Change a lot. It has a lot of the same qualities to it, but it is a little bit more hyper and not like a piano ballad, kind of like We Never Changes, with some guitar parts in the chorus. So I think this one's a little bit more full, if that makes sense, with more guitars and stuff like that. But I'm gonna listen to the song actually again just to remind myself of what it is, because I remember most of the song. When I counted up my demons, feel it all around. And everybody's out to get you. Yeah, I remember that track. That's going above Spies. Definitely going above Spies. It's a really good track. It's really long because it includes the bonus track at the end, or not the bonus track, the hidden track at the end, which is a decent hidden track. But this is, it's going above Spies, but maybe not above Don't Panic. I might change that opinion someday if I listen to this track more and more and more, but I've only, again, listened to it about twice, and that's gonna be about it for my ranking. And actually, since I've listened to this entire album, I've actually listened to Viva La Vida, or Death and All My Friends and All His Friends. I met the entire album. I listened to that entire album. Really good. It's a really good album. I have not listened to the entirety of A Rush of Blood to the Head, though. I've listened to a few songs off of that, like Scientist and Clocks and Politic. Those are like the 3 songs I've listened to on that album. I haven't listened to any others, or at least I haven't really paid attention to all the others. So I will probably get to that someday, but I've listened to Viva La Vida at least 2 or 3 times since I've listened to this recently as well, this entire way through. And that's going to be about it. That's my ranking of the songs on the album Parachutes by Coldplay. And that's going to be about it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.